Atmanamaste and welcome to the Life Architect channel. I'm Avril Quadris, your dedicated life architect, here to guide you on a transformative journey as we bid farewell to 2023 and welcome in the exciting possibilities of 2024. Now, I have something special for you. It's a trilogy entitled Empower Your Life, Reflect, Reset and Recharge for 2024. And so for the next 3 Sundays, including today, we're diving deep into the areas of our health, wealth and relationships, which are the 3 main areas of our lives, and how each of these plays a crucial role in shaping our overall happiness and success. So as this year 2023 draws to a close, it's the perfect time for us to pause, to reflect, and to reassess our goals and aspirations. Maybe it's improving our physical health. Maybe it's improving our mental and emotional health. Maybe it's gaining financial freedom or nurturing meaningful relationships. This series is designed to provide you with valuable insights and actionable strategies. So are you ready? Because I'm ready to dive into our first episode. In this episode today, we're going to be exploring holistic health. Here I'm going to share some practical tips, some personal experiences, and some of the stories of my clients on embracing wellness, managing stress, and setting achievable goals for the new year. Next week, we're going to dive into wealth wisdom, where we discuss the importance of financial resilience, smart budgeting, how to save, and how to make your money work for you in 2024. And then in the last Sunday of 2023, we're going to be talking about relationships reimagined. We're going to delve into the art of fostering meaningful connections, improving our communication, and building a strong support system that empowers you both in your personal life and in your professional life. So I'm going to take a seat back to get more comfortable. So are you ready to reflect, reset, and recharge for a fantastic 2024? So join me on this journey and let's help you to make 2024 one of the best years of your life. Now, don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to share this content because it helps the algorithm share this with more people. So as I said, we're starting off with holistic health. What is holistic health? Holistic health is not just about physical health. It's about your mental and emotional health also. And mental, emotional, and physical health plays a pivotal role in enhancing your life quality. So you will totally agree with me that if you're suffering from, say, diarrhea, can you think properly? What is your emotional state? Absolutely not good. If you're physically ill, your mental and emotional state is directly tied into that. So when you're not feeling great physically, you're not feeling great mentally and emotionally. Mental clarity, energy levels, emotional stability are all a part of good health, which are crucial for our success in all aspects of our life. So let me give you an example. I was working with a person called Mike, who is a Hong Kong Chinese person, and we do our sessions online. And when he came to me, he had pretty good physical health. In fact, he was a marathon runner. But he was constantly getting these headaches and he was constantly having something known as IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. And after our initial chemistry session, and then we decided to delve deeper into an 8-week therapy and coaching session, I discovered that he was going through a very, very messy divorce. Can you see the connection? He was going through mental and emotional stress, and that directly impacts your gut. So he was having bloating, he was having loose motions, he was having all sorts of distended stomach, all sorts of IBS symptoms. Also, he was getting headaches because when you have IBS, when your gut is impacted negatively, you usually get some sort of brain distress in the form of migraines, cluster headaches, heaviness of the head, heaviness around the eyes. And that's exactly what was happening to him. And so it was really strange in the sense that he didn't understand, how important this was for him in terms of his mental and emotional strength. But when I explained the interconnectedness of what he was going through, then it made absolutely crystal clear sense to him. And this is the importance of getting your mental state, avoiding mental states of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, anger, and emotional states of depression, jealousy, hurt, blame, guilt, shame, regret. So when you adjust all these three, dimensions of holistic health, you will notice that you are a happier person, you're a healthier person, and you're a more balanced person. Okay. Now, what impacts our physical, mental, and emotional health? The first thing is food. Food is such an important part of this dynamic because if you're eating foods cooked in seed oils, if you're eating foods at all odd time of the day or night, if you're eating heavy, fatty foods, if you're not having enough fiber, if you don't have enough natural foods which grow on the ground or grow on trees, then it's definitely going to impact you. People who have lots of sodas and refined foods and white flour foods, it definitely impacts their mental clarity, their emotional balance. They get irritable all the time. They can't have proper communication. They get brain fog. And this is all that you've heard. I'm not saying something new, but I'm bringing it up because it's important to reiterate as we close out this year. What about sleep? It's so important to know your sleep chronotype. Are you a night owl or are you an early morning person? I'll give you another example. There was a client who was struggling with work-life balance, which was leading her to have a lot of stress in her life, and she wasn't able to sleep. She was also a new mother, and she was based in Bangalore, where I stay. And we designed a sleep protocol for her, including what foods affected her sleep, including understanding what is her sleep chronotype, understanding that she needed certain amount of time, 15 minutes to herself in the morning so that she could function, understanding that she needed to wear an aura ring initially to understand where was she lacking. Was it the non-REM sleep? Was it the REM sleep? What was going wrong? So we had her track her sleep for about a month, and slowly her mental health improved. Another thing that's important, the next one, is meditation. Meditation is so important for your physical and mental health because when you meditate, you're quietening your mind. You're focusing on just being in the moment. And this can balance out even your weight issues, not just mental and emotional health, but even something like your weight can be balanced out by meditation. Not to mention the mental and emotional benefits of meditation, which are all over the internet, so you don't need me to go into it in great detail again. What about resetting your health goals? A lot of people on the 1st of January, on the 31st of December, they decide, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to lose 5 kilos in Jan. And what happens? By the end of Jan, they've stopped going to the gym, forget losing the 5 kilos. You have to set achievable goals. You have to understand the importance of setting realistic health goals that are sustainable rather than going in for drastic changes that are so hard to implement. So what is the first thing that you need to do? You need to know yourself. What kind of a person am I? Let me tell you Vikram's story. Vikram is a CXO and he set very high fitness goals because he's an overachiever. So he had intense gym sessions and he set the strict diet for himself. But after 2 months, he burnt out. And I'm talking about this year, when I was working with him in the beginning of the year. And when he burnt out, he felt demotivated. He felt like he was a loser. He kept comparing himself and saying, oh, in my professional life, I'm so good. I'm CXO level. But I can't even go to the gym and I can't even keep a diet because he did not set realistic goals. So we sat down and we set goals. We spoke about his values. We spoke about what his beliefs were about himself. We spoke about why does he want to get that fit body. We spoke about his big why, understanding him as a person. We set again a 2-month target because I normally work with people for about 2 months, once a week. So once we did that, he understood his motivators, he understood his detractors, he understood why he was doing it, he understood how much he could push his body, how much he should not push his body. And guess what? He didn't just lose the weight that he wanted, but he built up muscle mass. And for people who are in their 40s or in their late 30s, you need to build muscle mass every year because we're losing muscle mass. Okay? So we need to understand exactly what is motivating us to do these things. And these are all the important components of physical, mental, and emotional health. Part of this is understanding what are your values, what are your beliefs, and why do you really want to do this? The big why. Because if you understand this, then you will make those habit changes. You will make those shift in your patterns. You will eat healthier. You will go to bed on time or whatever you need to do in terms of your sleep hygiene. You will learn to be mindful. You will learn to meditate. Another thing that I want to talk to you, which is so powerful, is gratitude. Now, if you look on the internet, you will see so many, videos and so much information about gratitude. But let me tell you a little secret. The reason that gratitude works so much is because when you're in a state of gratitude, when you're grateful for what you have, then you're not constantly complaining about life. You're not being jealous, stressed, angry, guilty, shameful. You're not anticipating the future. You're not wondering what's going to happen. You're in a state of grace in the moment. So think about weaving in gratitude into your mental and emotional health practices. It'll also improve your physical health. When you're grateful for the body that you have, then the universe is open and you can invite in even better physical health. Mindfulness, I just mentioned mindfulness. Mindfulness is basically being in the present moment now, having awareness about yourself. Who am I? What am I doing in this moment? Why am I doing it? What is making me do this? How am I behaving with this person? How am I behaving with my colleagues? What is my communication with my spouse? How do I relate to my children? Every single behavior, action, thought, emotion, you should be aware of. Have a journal next to you and journal. That's the best way to keep tabs. So I'll give you an example. I was dealing with a new mother. You know how new mothers are. They don't have time to do anything. They're constantly on a hamster wheel, going from one thing to another. By just helping Anushka, who is an entrepreneur and a new mother, by just helping her weave in a 3-minute mindfulness practice every 2 hours, she doubled her income with her business and she began becoming a more engaged mother with her child, with her baby rather. I taught her simple active and passive mindfulness techniques for just 3 minutes every 2 hours. And in the morning when she woke up, she took 10 minutes, whether it was before attending to her baby or after. Before 9 a.m., she took 10 minutes to just sit down in a mindfulness meditation, which is nothing more than just sitting down and being aware of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and your physical body. And within 6 to 7 weeks, she had increased her productivity, she had increased her income, and she was enjoying her motherhood, not just going through the motions. So, what are some of the tips that you can do to start bringing these practices into your life? Again, I just mentioned one, and that is journaling. When you journal every day, on just random journaling on what you're feeling, on what you're thinking. When something is not going your way, just open your book and journal. You can also maintain a separate journal for gratitude journaling. And you can maintain another journal, or you can use an app on your phone to see what your day is like, to plan your day. These are different forms of journaling. You can plan your day. So number 1 is journaling. Number 2, again, I just mentioned, these are action steps that I'm talking about now, right? I've explained all the different things that you can do, how they are interconnected, and now I'm giving you practices that you can start today. Number 1 is journaling. Number 2 is having a gratitude practice in the morning and in the evening. So I call it gratitude AM and gratitude PM. Gratitude AM, as soon as you wake up in the morning, while you're still in bed, give thanks for 3 things that you already have in your life, in the areas of your health, your wealth, and your relationships. Okay? Number 2 is in the evening, give thanks for everything that went well that day. Again, 3 things in the areas of your health, wealth, and relationships. And see how this momentum builds up and how you start inviting divine synchronicities and more things to be grateful for into your life. And the third thing that I'm going to ask you to consider is mindful eating. Okay? Why mindful eating? Because your physical, mental, and emotional health will improve. So the way I eat is I face a wall which has 2 beautiful paintings on it, and I eat, enjoy my food, and I've noticed that my digestion has improved, my weight has dropped because I eat less. I'm choosing foods that I enjoy. I'm eating in moderation. I'm eating slowly. I'm not getting myself too excited by watching something on Netflix. I'm not getting embroiled in some depressive movie where my hormones are now dipping and so my digestion is getting impacted also. So mindful eating is something that you can do. Okay, I'm only going to give you 3 strategies today. Watch this video, share it with people, and let's start 2024 on an absolutely abundant, energetic, and prosperous note. Because it's a brand new year. Start journaling, start mindfully eating, start practicing gratitude, and you'll notice that in just 3 weeks, you're going to shift your mindset. I have so much more coming up for you in 2024. If you're not following me on Instagram, please follow me on @AvrilQuadris_official. And also, please drop a comment and share with us what were your key takeaways from this video. Again, please like and share this video because it helps the algorithm on YouTube get my videos out to more people. Until I see you next week, stay true to being you because you matter. And I'm the life architect, Avril Quadris. Atma Namaste.